Good morning, guys. I know I look like a total mess. I was so cross. So, good morning. It's the last day of November. That means next month is officially December. Yay! And I counted last night, and there were like less than 20 days for my brother and I to go see The Last Jedi. So I'm getting pumped. I mean, super excited. Can't wait to see it. I'm really excited. Next week, I watched the Star Wars show yesterday, which if you haven't checked it out, it's this really cool weekly show they do on the YouTube Star Wars channel, hosted by Anthony Carboni and Andy Gutierrez, who she also hosts Rebels Recon, and it's so much fun. It's just like this quick 5-10 minute show where they talk about all the news that's going on in Star Wars, all the latest developments and everything like that. They have stars on, they had Kathleen Kennedy on, they have Timothy Zahn, so they do all these really cool stuff for Star Wars. So it's a really cool, it's like a little mini Star Wars talk show, and it's just Star Wars. So yesterday they had, oh my gosh, I forgot her name, the actress who's going to play Rosie in The Last Jedi. And then next week is the one I think I am going to be really hyped for. Next Wednesday, Andy is actually sitting down with the entire cast, it sounds like, of The Last Jedi. So I'm like, yay. So they're running a hashtag right now on Twitter. It's SWS Ask, so SWSASKS or SWASKS. So look up either one of those or go check out the Star Wars show. They post at the end. So if you use that hashtag and ask a question, they might use some of your questions in the show next week. So my question is, what was the most challenging thing about filming The Last Jedi? Because everybody talks about how cool it is to film a Star Wars movie and all this awesome stuff you get to do, like how cool it is to walk on the set one day and see like 1,500 stormtroopers, or look, there's Darth Vader, or stuff like that. Everybody always talks about how cool it is. And they do talk about the challenges, but I'm like, there's got to be something that's so frustratingly hard about making a Star Wars movie. Whether it is now that it's not Lucas at the helm, is it living up to the expectations? Is it pushing boundaries of what we know about Star Wars? So it's something I want to know. What is the most challenging thing? I mean, for me as a Star Wars fan fiction writer, the most challenging thing for me, as I talked about it, is keeping a balance between what is staying the same and what I am changing. So finding that balance between keeping what the series is about, what the characters are all about, keeping that intact while also making the changes I want to make. So that's a pretty hard balancing act to do. And I think the chapter I'm working on, The Deserter, is a great example of that. Like, how far can I push my ideas of what I think the characters are like, of what I want them to be like, but still keep them true to what they are supposed to be. That is tough. That is like a challenge, and I love it so much. So I will actually be writing my little heart out today, because I really do want to get at least 3 things out by Christmas. So that's going to be a challenge, but I can hear it. Oh, thank you, Glitterbug, for posting a comment on my last video. Decorate, I think is the title. I know, actually surprised that people don't want me to cut back on these, but right now, with it being December, with me under this time crunch to get 2 chapters and a little interlude out for Crossing Battlefields, and just everything my family does this time of year, it is going to make it harder for me to get the videos out. And again, I feel like a lot of my videos are just the same thing, where I'm just standing in my room like I am now, and I'm just babbling and rambling on. So I feel like I don't want to do too many of those videos anymore, because you guys probably get enough of those. But I'm not going to stop vlogging. I'm still going to post. It's just that for the next couple weeks, they're not going to be like, I'm not going to be videoing Monday through Saturday. Since I don't do Sundays. So I'm not going to be like posting almost every single day. So that's just going to be the difference. And then who knows, in January it might go back to where I was vlogging every single day. And of course I will start vlogging again. And of course I will do, I am planning to do a review for Star Wars Last Jedi, spoiler free. I wasn't so concerned about doing a spoiler-free one when I did my really bad review for The Force Awakens, because we went to go see that in January. But I think I did a really good job of keeping it spoiler free, my review, when I went to go see Rogue One. And I'm hoping to do it really well with The Last Jedi. That being said, there is one thing, I don't know if it's necessarily a spoiler, but I'll just call it a spoiler. In one of the most recent TV spots for The Last Jedi, that's just the only thing I can keep thinking about, I think it's the only thing anybody can remember from that trailer, is Chewbacca taking his big furry paw and just whacking the poor porg. I'm sitting there every time I see this Shavy spot. I'm going, he whacked the porg! Chewbacca, why did you hit the poor porg? So, it's funny to me because I'm like, oh, he used to do that with 3PO too. Only 3PO was metal and wasn't likely to go flying into the wall and get squished. So, I think it's cute. I actually had to do, so that was fun. So, I actually had to sit down and do a Christmas list yesterday, because my mom is going Christmas shopping today. This is something really cool Walmart does. If you work on Thanksgiving, you get a discount. So my mom's going Christmas shopping today, and I didn't have a list because my thing is I don't really want her to buy a lot of my stuff. I'm a Star Wars fan, so obviously for Christmas, I would like Star Wars stuff. Star Wars stuff can be pricey, especially since I have 2 lightsabers, but I want a third one. Actually, it's going to be like 3.5 because for Forces of Destiny Blade Builders, which is what I have because I can't afford a combat lightsaber yet. Bring me for my birthday, but for my birthday, I'm thinking about getting a new bike. They have a really cool blade builder set for Forces of Destiny. That's a purple lightsaber and then like a little mini blue lightsaber dagger. And I'm like, oh, I could put that in my purse. So that one on my list. I also put down either a Princess Leia or Sabine Forces of Destiny doll. Maybe both. And it's sad because I want both of them, but the two I also really want is I want Padme and Ahsoka, and apparently they're not out yet. So I'm like, why can't I find Padme or Ahsoka anywhere? I really want them. So, oh, it's dark. There we go. So I just put down a bunch of random things. I almost put down Canto Bight and Cobalt Squadron, but those 2 books aren't coming out till the summer, and I'm like, I'm not going to put those down on my list. My birthday is in 3 months, okay? So it's like, why am I... So, well, it'd be the best birthday present this year is if I got a job on the island. So, that would be awesome, but... speaking of jobs, I had a job interview yesterday. Did not go well. I wasn't even at the interview for 10 minutes until I told the lady, it was at the Hallmark store, I said I wouldn't be able to close every single day. Like, it was a holiday job. They were looking for somebody to stay to like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, almost every single night. That's what they were looking for, was a closer, 7 days a week. Every single night, including Christmas Eve. And the mall closes at like 7 on Christmas Eve. So I probably would be there till 9. I'm sorry. I understand that holiday help means working on a holiday. But my thing is my faith is Christmas Eve is like, Christmas is the most important is one of the most important holidays to any Christian. You can ask them. And so with my faith on Christmas Eve, I want to be with my family all day on Christmas Eve. And generally, we go out and do stuff. Like next Thursday, my dad is taking my brother and I to Dow Gardens. That's something my dad, my brother, and I always do. Christmas Eve, we spend with my mom. And we usually do something on Christmas Eve. Be it go to a church service, be it go out and look at lights, go downtown. We do stuff on Christmas Eve. So to sit there and say I would have to be working till like this time on Christmas Eve, I'm like, I can't. It's not like this is spur of the moment plans. This is stuff we do every single year. You know, granted, if I was living on my own, if I was far away from my family, if I wasn't able to get home for Christmas, I probably would work Christmas Eve. But I probably still wouldn't. Just because that's my fate. So it's like, I'm sorry. So, like, when I told her I wouldn't be able to close every single night because I just can't. One, both my parents have issues driving after dark now. And 2, I don't have a vehicle of my own. And that's actually by my own choice. I know having a motor vehicle, a car would be a great convenience. I'd be able to do a lot more if I had a car. I don't like driving. I do not like driving. I absolutely hate it. I don't mind riding in a car when somebody else is driving, but I don't like driving. So I don't like being the driver. I don't like doing anything like that. I'd rather have somebody else driving. So I don't like driving. And if worse comes to worse and I would get a job like that, I'd have to do public transportation, which is fine with me. It'd be expensive here in Midland, but it'd be fine. But I just don't drive. I like cars. I think cars are pretty. I just don't want to be the one driving them. I am much happier tootling around town on my bike or walking, which is one reason why moving up north to Mackinac Island or Marquette appeals so much to me. Marquette, everything was built, so because of the college students, everything was pretty much built, so it was all within walking distance. So it's all really, it's very knit, tight, and close, and everything is located in the same area. And then you have the big box stores on the highway, which I wouldn't be worried about that. There's a nice little grocery store in the town I can go to. And then on Mackinac Island, it wouldn't be an issue at all because there are no cars. So I would much rather be happy moving to a place like Marquette or Mackinac Island where I wouldn't need a car. It really wouldn't be an issue, especially in the winter. You know, the only motor vehicle I would probably end up getting is if I moved to Mackinac Island, I would probably see about getting a snowmobile. That's it. That would be it. Like, nothing else. I don't want anything else. So, it'd be like, to me, I just see a car as something cool, but at the same time, it's kind of a pretty high expense that I don't really want, especially with my student loans, especially since if I move up north, there's no point in investing all this money into a car, which will need insurance and gas. So, I'm much happier with my own 2 feet or my bicycle. So I'm sorry if that offends potential employers, but I don't want a car. I had to, and I thought they were nice. They were a convenience, but I detested using them. I did not like driving. So that's just me. So I actually cried because I did not get the job. I was so disappointed in myself, but what can I do? It may be smarter now just to hang out, to hold off and wait until after the new year when places start hiring non-holiday help. And it might be better, and of course by January I'll already be looking into stuff up north. So the only reason I would look at a seasonal job right now is it would be something to carry me over until maybe I heard back from the island, because I'd probably be leaving again in April or May for Mackinac Island. So having a seasonal job for even just a month would give me something. So, oh well. I understand my availability is very hard to work around, to work with, but it is what it is. So, I have changed it as much as I can, but I can't change it really any further. Because it's not just me I have to think about, it's also my mom and my dad who would be the ones picking me up from work when I get out at 10, 11 o'clock at night. They'd be the ones picking me up. So, I also have to think about them. You know, oh well, it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to chill out this morning, then after lunch, I'm going to get to work on writing The Deserter, which will be, I am actually enjoying. This is the only good thing about not working, is I have so much more energy I can put into my writing, which I think is making it so much better. So, I'm going to get going, I'm going to relax, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later, so talk to you later. Didn't I just say that? Yeah, I'm weird. Guys, checking in. So we are going out today. I didn't think we were, but my mom says we can meet her. We just can't go watch her go shopping. So we're going to go out and go over because it'll get us out of the house. I have been very good. Her Universe is running a special right now that I'm so tempted to go do, which is if you spend $25 or more, you get the 2017 holiday pin, which is Leia and Han, free, and there's a chance that it might be signed by Ashley Eckstein. I want that so much. I want to do it so much, but we haven't gone to Bronner's yet, and so I might mention it to my mom and see what she tells me, because I put money in my account to go do that. But it's so hard because I'd only want to spend $25 because it's $4.99 shipping. So I really, really, really want to do it though, but I'm not going to because I probably wouldn't get an autographed pin. But who knows? I might come home and do it later tonight because they do have a couple items on sale that I would really like to get, including a t-shirt that's like $27, and so that would be Nice. And they got some home. Actually, they have a bracelet that I want. That is a Star Wars wrap bracelet with like ties and X-Wings, and I would love to get that. But I have to prioritize what is more important. I mean, is it a pin that's going to be autographed, and since it's autographed, I'm never going to wear it? Or is it a really cool ornament that I can have out every year? So instead of like all my other pins, like I showed you guys all the pins I have, all these pins I have. They just sit in my jewelry box because I hardly ever wear them. So what would I rather get? So even though it's free, I mean, I'm trying to just, part of me really wants to just give in and go do it. But knowing I have no job, knowing I'm on limited funds, it's making it very hard for me to go, okay, I'm going to go do this. Especially since I went out and I got the Luke Skywalker book. So a part of me really wants to get this pin though, and I'm crying because I really, really want this pin. And Ashley actually, I look up to her, she's so cool. But a part of me can't justify it because I know we're probably going to go to Bronner's at some point. I want to get this ornament, so it's just really hard. Do I not get this ornament on the off chance of ordering a bunch of stuff from Her Universe and hoping I get there, I place my order in time that I get an autographed pin, or do I forgo the autographed pin that I'm not even sure I'm going to get? I mean, that was one of the reasons I got my Ahsoka bobblehead when I did, was because there was a chance if I ordered it, it was going to be autographed, and mine wasn't. So do I take that chance? Do I spend money I really shouldn't be spending on on clothes that I really don't need? Or I don't know. I'm going to see what my mom says. And if she says go for it, I might go for it. But a part of me is like, I shouldn't go for it. Not when I'm on limited funds. So I'm trying to be good. So I rushed to take a shower because I didn't know my mom was going to have us come out to meet her. So we're leaving at like 4:15 because we have to get over there before it's dark and it's cloudy. So we're going to be leaving around 4:15. So that means I don't have a lot of time to work on, there it is, the Deserter today, my Deserter chapter. So I'm trying to do two different things at once. I'm trying to get everything up I need for the story, and I am also trying to vlog, so it's kind of hard. But so okay, chapter outline, Mando. The title of this page is called Mando Chapter Words, but it's really just, it's a mix of Mando and Huttese. Okay. I only have one word from Huttese. Because I saved, I don't know if you can see very well, but that is the page with all the words that I just find myself think I'm going to use the most, so I have just saved them in a document, and then when I get a new word, I add it to the document, but for the most part, I am just using, so far the words I've used the most are Haran, Jitai, Kur, Mishla, Shaber, Slimo, Void, and Voidi. These are not languages that were made for people with speech impediments, okay? I know I pronounced them wrong. I know I did. But one, I am from Michigan, and two, I have a speech impediment, so it is very hard. So with a speech impediment, it actually is hard to learn new languages. And I did Spanish for, I think, 3 or 4 years, and then I did some German. So it is actually very hard for me to learn new languages, which it sucks because I love learning new languages. So I also have to go find, somebody reviewed, and I think I deleted the email with their name in it. So now I gotta go find. I did. Okay, trash. Here it is. I have to go find the review so I can add it to the long list of thank yous. And now I have to get up, and I have to come over here, and I have to unplug my cable box and plug in my Blu-ray player. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, plug in my Blu-ray player, turn on my Blu-ray player, turn on my TV. Because I realized when I first started doing this, I was actually going online and watching the episodes online at like Cartoon Crazy or something. And then I realized, why are the Clone Wars episodes different from the ones I have on my DVDs? That's because the ones I have on my DVDs, some of them are director's cut, which means some of them have added stuff in. And I realized that, and I'm like, oh, I did not know that. So I now use the DVD version, which means, which is easier. And on the plus side of using the DVD version is there's no bar at the bottom for fast forward or to tell you how much time is in the episode or anything like that. So that makes it easier because I'm not sitting there going, okay, I have to do this much, I have to do this much. I just go and I do it. So I think I got pretty far in Deserter. Where was I? Oh, I was at, Obi-Wan was splitting them up. This does have one of my favorite lines in the entire series. It's Kix when he tells Rex that he's a medic, so when it comes to the terms of like health and stuff, medics outrank captain. So I'm like, yes, because I think it's so cute. I'm like, it was so cute. That was one of my favorite moments. So I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm going to lose myself in my writing and for like an hour because it's 2 o'clock. So maybe 2 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't know, because I'm not roaring this out. So I'm going to go try to lose myself in my writing. So that will be all for me for today. I will do my best to get, so this will go up tomorrow, and I'll try to do my best to do some vlogging tomorrow. It'll probably just be me talking about my writing process for like the 50th time, as I try to get this chapter hammered out, and then an interlude hammered out, and then another chapter. So I'm going to do my best. So I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay sane. I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. So we are home. I was bad. I did order something from Her Universe. Don't think I'm going to get the pin with the autograph though, because they posted a video about it on YouTube through the Her Universe YouTube channel, and only the first 2,000 orders of $25 or more will get the pin. Well, that looks pretty cool with the special autograph card. So I don't think I got it, because that usually happens within the first hour. So I don't think I got it. Oh well. But at least the pin is cute, and I got the shirt I want, which is the black shirt with Princess Leia on it that says Self-Rescuing Princess, which is really cool because with that shirt, the proceeds, the money they make from that shirt goes to a charity that is helping to end and wipe out the stigma associated with mental illness, which is something I can get behind. You know, I've had an aunt who was mentally handicapped, and so I'm always behind for stuff like that. So I did that. I spent the $36 I didn't have. Oh well. This looks really cool with the tree. I love it. I think it's because of the tape. I don't know, but that looks really cool, that lighting effect. So, no, it was fun. I went to, while we were at the store, I went to use the restroom, and while I was washing my hands, this group of girls came in. They were, like, in elementary school, and this one girl, she saw my R2-D2 bag, and she freaked out, and so I'm like, do you like the jacket? Because I'm wearing my, 40th anniversary jacket, which says R2 and 3PO on the back. She's like, yeah. And so all the girls are freaking out about my purse and my jacket. I'm like, you know what? If you guys like this, I do have a friend in my purse for R2. And I pull out my BB-8 wallet, and they're like, oh my gosh, you are Star Wars everything. And the woman, there's an adult woman, she comes out, and the girls are like, oh my gosh, this girl, she has Star Wars everything. I'm like, well, I'm surprised I haven't noticed my shirt, because I'm wearing my, limited edition Star Wars Force Awakens Galaxy Premiere shirt. And they're like, oh my gosh. And they keep freaking out. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't wear my lightsaber skirt. And I walk out the door, and the girls are like, lightsaber. And they're like freaking out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It's so cute to meet little girls who are Star Wars fans, because that is so neat. And then so we're leaving the store because I have dinner. I have General Tso's. I am going to hide in my room for a couple hours while Mom does Christmas presents. So I was leaving and we walked past Subway and those girls were there getting dinner, and the next thing I know I'm walking out the door and I hear Star Wars, and I turn as these girls and they're frantically waving at me, and I wave back and their mom's like, huh? They go, this girl is, everything about her is all Star Wars. And I walk past the window because you can see in the Subway. The mom looks and I'm like, hi. She sees me and she starts laughing because it's so funny. The girls are just sitting there calling me Star Wars. I'm like, well, it's kind of true. Imagine what they would have done if I had worn my lightsaber skirt, which I haven't worn in a while. Imagine what they would have done if I was wearing the lightsaber skirt, or if I had my Darth Vader high tops. They would have been like, oh! Well, I would be afraid I would have sent them into like a coma or shock because of all the Star Wars-ness I can wear at the same time. So I'm now a little worried about wearing my complete 50s inspired Star Wars, excuse me, outfit, which is the lightsaber skirt, the jacket, and the shirt. So this is it has the concert date. It's a concert t-shirt. It has the dates for all the movies up to Force Awakens on the back. So, but today was nice. Today was good. I didn't get as much writing done as I wanted to. Luckily, I can do all that tomorrow. We're not going anywhere. There are no plans. So I can just hunker down tomorrow and make myself write. Because tonight, I'm going to hop on the Old Republic and play. I want to do, oh, I'm sorry, Kitty. I want to clear up the prologue for my new character, Holly Rose. I want to get the prologue cleared so I can work on chapter 1, and then, which is Holly bouncing around the galaxy shielding the different Jedi Masters. And then I want to finish up, well, actually tonight I might finish up chapter 2 with, yeah, I think I'm going to finish out chapter 2 actually with Elaine, which is, I'm on Hoth, which is the final one. So I'm going to try to get as much of chapter 2 done tonight with Elaine as I can. And then I might switch at like 10 o'clock and do Holly Rose for a little bit so that I can move her along, because I really also want to do my Trooper. I'm not worried about getting my Trooper done when my 3-day subscription's up, because I think the Trooper is going to be my least favorite class to play, so that's why I'm doing my Trooper last, and doing all the ones I like first. The Smuggler was really fun to play. I really liked playing the Smuggler, actually, once I got over the fact that I didn't have lightsabers. It was really fun. So, that's on tap tonight. I'm going to eat my General Tso's, have some Reese's Peanut Butter Cups for dessert, change out of these, probably change into my jammies, if I'm honest, because that is so cool, this like rainbow effect in my lower right hand corner of my camera, just watching this. It's so cool. I don't know how. That is so neat. I don't know how that happened. It's so cool. It's so pretty. Give me a like if you think that is pretty, because I don't know how that happened. Honestly, I don't. So, rest of the night, chilling. I'm going to watch some Love 020, one of my favorite Chinese dramas. And once I finish that, I think I'm going to watch 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms again, which is also really cool. So, I'm going to watch that, play some Old Republic, read some fan fiction. Probably stay up late again trying to catch a Pichu and Ultra Moon, because I want a Pichu so badly. I want one so much. And then sleep, and probably sleep in tomorrow and have no plans. At this point, I am pretty much just going to halt my job shirts until after Christmas and focus, maybe looking for some local merchandising jobs in town, but other than that, there's no point in looking for anything retail, because right now anything retail is pretty much going to be holiday help. So, I'm just going to take a little bit of a break, not stress as much, relax, breathe, and then January start right back up again. Hopefully in January, though, I'll be able to start playing Mackinac Island. So, I am done for the night. I hope you guys stay safe and stay sane today. I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.